Hey guys, it's me, Tempe, back with another video. Thank you guys so much for all the love you guys been showing as far as like sharing, commenting, liking, subscribing. Thank you so much. And if you don't have any of my social medias, I'll put my usernames and stuff down below. Please add me so you can follow me day by day in case, you know, I become more important someday, you know. So I said I was going to do a story time video. On my Instagram and my Snapchat, I let people vote for which story I would tell. And the options were red being made me get my first speeding ticket, and blue being my play sister snitched on us. And by popular demand, you guys voted red, which is he made me get my speeding ticket. Okay, let me just let y'all know now, this story just got a whole lot that comes with it, because it's not just, oh, he told me to speed up and I got it. No, it's a whole thing. I probably could have gotten really deep trouble for the things I'm about to tell you, but there is a God. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. First of all, you might want to get something to drink. You might want some popcorn. Hell, look, you might want some tea, okay? Cause let me just start. Okay, so this occurred maybe 2014 when I was in college. Just a lot about that time was just not smart. Not smart. This is definitely my learning phase. I'm like Facebook messaging back and forth with this guy, and I knew like he was local. I knew of him, but we never like kicked it or really like talked when we were in high school. You know, like everybody try to hop in your inbox after you graduate high school. Just it just happens. It's a given. Like I don't know if they don't want to talk to you during school or what, but whatever. It's besides the point. We were messaging back and forth and stuff like that. He was like, oh, when you gonna link? Remind you, this is before I had a baby, before I had any major responsibilities, so I was able to say, yeah, sure, let's kick it. You know, I got like a 3-page paper due, but I can scoot that onto the side and kick it with you, because you know I never kicked it with you before. Like, you might be cool. At that moment, I should have known. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna think of a nickname for him either. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna just say this guy. So I meet up and link with this guy, messaging back and forth for like 2-3 weeks now. And you know, he was like, you know, when I'm gonna see you. And I'm like, cool, okay, I can come see you. So I just got out of class and I go to his house and meet him. And I forgot what we actually planned we were gonna do. I think we were supposed to like get something to eat and just like chill. I have no idea, but we did not do that. I went to his house, and first of all, he had been drinking. Mind you, it's like 2 in the afternoon, and he just like shots of vodka. Like, ew, you're gross. First of all, that should have been my first red flag. Like, let me just tell y'all, the mindset I'm in now, I definitely was not in that time frame. So if you hear some things in this story and you like, girl, why didn't you just leave this dude where he was at? I should have, and I know, so you ain't gotta tell me. Like, anyways, so I make it to his house, and he's taking shots of vodka and stuff like that, and just talking like, hey, you want some? I'm like, no, I don't. It's 2 in the afternoon, and I don't want shots of vodka with you. It's my first time kicking it with you. I'm not finna get, no, no thanks. He was just, you know, he wasn't like slurring his words or anything, but he was just like doing the most, you know, as vodka make you do the most. So I was already like kind of semi irritated, but I was determined to just kick it. I was determined to just feel him out and just kick it, because you know he made the effort to approach me. So I'm like, let me try to give him the time of day. I don't do that now, but like I said, wasn't in the same mindset back then. Oh, and he's like, oh, do you mind if we pick up my cousin? He lives up the street or whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. And his sister was at the house. I knew of his sister or whatever, so I was like, hey girl, how you doing, blah blah blah. And he was like, oh, can we go pick up my cousin? I'll give you gas money. And he like he slid me like a 10 or whatever to go up the street. I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, at that point, gas was like $2. So $10, it was great. $10 was gas money back then, okay? So we go to pick up his cousin. I'm not going to fast forward. I'm going to just go with the flow as I did that day. I found out things about this situation like after it actually happened. So I'm gonna tell you as it progresses and how I went through the day. So we pick up his cousin. First of all, his cousin smelled like 10 gallons of illegal substances, illegal herbs, okay? Like he stinks. He smells bad. I'm like, okay, like he smells like that and booty. Like I was so blue, but I'm like, whatever, we finna go back to his crib, chill, blah, blah, blah. And then his cousin asked me, he was like, oh, since we all kicking it, do you mind picking up his girl? The girl wasn't even his girl, but like I said, I'm not gonna fast forward through it. And I was just like, sure, where does she live? And then he was like, I'll give you gas money. She just live off of one of the highways close to our house in my town or whatever. So I was like, okay. I was like, ain't no tolls, right? And then it's like, okay. Mind you, I didn't have anything to do. I just got out of class. I didn't have work. Whatever. So we just riding. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be 10, 15 minutes out the way. You know, I don't care. You know, I got dude in the back seat, my dude in the front seat, and, you know, I'm getting gas money. I got, like, cash in my hand. I'm like, okay, like, I guess ain't nothing wrong with this. Like, fine. So we ride it. I'm like, 20 minutes past. I'm like, how far does Shorty live? Oh, keep going. Okay. Another 20 minutes pass. So where's Shorty house at? At this point, there are no houses. At this point, we're like in the boondocks somewhere. We're out in Bufu. Like, I see farm. I see cornfields. Like, I see like Texas Chainsaw Massacre area. Like, one house every 3 miles. Like, still riding. Ain't no point in me turning around now because I did all this driving. So I'm like semi-cussing him out. I'm like, come on, man. Like, what you doing? We supposed to be kicking it, but you got me driving all this way, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, it's cool, it's fine, it's fine. So, like, 15 minutes after that, we ride up on this house. I promise you, I thought I was down south and I was going to see a pickup truck pull up with a Confederate flag. I thought I was gonna die, okay? I thought I was gonna die. Like, no more me, no more what makes me, nothing. Like, so we all get in this house, right? It's this white girl's in the house. Mind you, 2 niggas in the car and then me. We go in the house, white girl. I'm like, okay, whatever. He like white girls. That's fine with me. So, you know, we go in there, we sitting down kicking it, and then she's like, oh, my dad doesn't know, like, any of you are here. I'm like, okay, so what are we doing? Like, is your dad on his way home? Like, what are we doing? And then, like, she, like, grabs some stuff and grab a bag and, like, walk out the door and, like, come on. I'm like, okay. And then she walks toward the car. I'm like, okay. So she coming with us, like, and I told them, I was like, look, she riding with us, I'm not bringing her back all the way out here. Y'all didn't even tell me it was this far. I'm not taking this girl back home. I don't even know who Shorty is. Like I legit, like, this girl, look, just based off looks, this girl looked about 16 years old. But he told me she was 17. And I guess the dude, my guy's dude, cousin, whatever he was like, probably like 22 or something like that. I don't know. The guy I was with, he was probably like 22, something like that. We all the same age. She the youngest one in the car. So I'm like, okay. So we get in the car. I'm speeding back because at this point I'm blue. I'm speeding back, speeding. We finally get to my town, and lo and behold, construction area sign. And there's a police car parked right there. So yeah, I was speeding because I was ready to go home and got pulled over. And I pulled over on the side of the highway, and then the dude says on the speaker thingy, like, pull off the highway and go into the nearest gas station, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, like, I'm finna die. Woo! Okay, mind you, my dude got 2 bottles by his feet. We got another dude in the back that smelled like everything that's illegal in the state of Illinois. And we have a random young white girl. Yeah. Pretty much thought I was going to jail. I was like 78% sure I was about to go to jail. At this point, my guy was like in the passenger seat slurring his words because, mind you, he's still drinking. He's still drinking. And the dude in the back still smells like whatever he did before I picked him up. White girl in the back trembling for I don't know what reason. Like, I don't know. And I pull over, officer, like, oh, how you guys doing today, whatever. You know, he's examining the car. Remind you, it's probably like 4 o'clock right now, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and he's scamming the car or whatever. And my dude on the side of me starts talking, we ain't do nothing wrong, blah 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 blah, you pulled us over because we was black, blah 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 blah. I'm like, shut up. Like, I legit, shut up. I was so irritated. Like, I was like, officer, please don't mind him. I'm the one driving. Keep eye contact with me. Don't listen to him. Please listen to me. I got sense. I haven't been drinking. Please. Like, and then he was like, you know you're speeding in the construction zone? I'm like, I know the construction zone was starting and I couldn't reduce my speeding time. And then he was like, yeah, because you were speeding in general. And you know, speeding in a construction zone, you're going to have to pay a bigger fine and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, great officer. He's like, can I get your insurance? So I reached over by the dude because, you know, as you could imagine, my insurance was in the glove compartment, the passenger area. And he was like, nah, man, F that, that. I'm like, shut. Like, I legit grabbed his neck. I was like, shut up. Whew, oh my gosh. So I give him my insurance, and he was like, oh, yeah, you know, I'll just write you this ticket here, and you would have to go to court. If you claim not guilty, you would have to go to court. And I'm like, oh. So I got this ticket for speeding in a construction zone. So I'm like, all right, cool. after the police officer drove off and blah, 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 I got the ticket. And the dude starts like rubbing my shoulder, like, are you okay? Blah, blah. I'm like, I'm fine. Don't touch me. I'm fine. Don't touch me. Well, we went back to his house and I dropped him, his smelly cousin, and this random white girl off at their house. I'm like, I'm finna go. I'm finna go. And then he like slayed me like maybe like $40 or whatever. And he's like, here's for the gas. Thank you so much. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Pay it forward. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And yeah, that was that. And then he tried to hit me up after that. Block. Block. Had to block. 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 Blocked him. I blocked him because I was like, how? How did this go from me and you kicking it to me being your chauffeur? Like, okay. The story not over. Story's not over. So he's been like hitting me up or whatever. He found me on different social medias. Block, block, block. He found me. We were communicating on Facebook. Block. He found me on Instagram. Block. He found me on Snapchat. Block, block. Like, no, sir. What do we have to talk about? I tried talking to you, but you had me picking you up, dropping you off, kidnapping white girls. No. 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 And anyway, let's fast forward to the court date. I went to court because I was going to plead not guilty because the officer said I was going ridiculously like fast. I knew I was speeding, but he made it seem like I was going like 30 or 40 miles over the speed limit. But now that I'm thinking about it, that probably was the case because I was like regular speeding in like the regular highway area, but construction zone, you know, that's reduced by like 20-25 miles an hour. So now that I'm thinking about it, that probably was accurate. But the judge get to calling people up for speeding tickets. This dude must have said, it was like a group of 5 people like lined up or whatever. He was like, speeding tickets, $200. I'm like, woo! And then mine was like a mine was like a B misdemeanor. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm not used to going to jail. Like, I mean, I'm not used to like the different names, class 1, 2, 3, ABC. I don't know this stuff. Like, I'm just here. I'm just here. Tell me how much I need to pay. I'm just here. Like, I was so mad. So he called people up for speeding in construction zone. This man said $375 to speed in a construction zone. I'm looking around. Who gonna pay that much? Who gonna pay that much? Who gonna pay that much? Oh, okay. Well, at this point, I was trying to plead not guilty. So he saw me separately. And I told him what was going on. And I was like, yeah, I was speeding. But construction zone sign, it just appeared. I didn't get a chance to reduce my speed. There were no workers out there. It was like right in the beginning. I was like, come on, man. Cut me some slack, man. Please. Like, come on. Like, I can't pay $375. And then he was like, okay, well, $225. I'm like, I was like, we can't get lower than that. Like, I was like, I'm a college student. I work part-time. Like, huh? I was like, what? And he was like, either $225 or $375. I was like, I'll take $225 for $300, Alex. I was so, woo. I was so blue. I was so mad. And then the dude had his sister hit me up, and his sister was like, oh, how much the ticket is, he wants to pay it, blah 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 blah. I was like, girl, I don't want this dude money. I don't want his money. I don't want his presence. I don't want his air. I don't want his materials. I don't want his delicates. I don't want his I don't want, no, I don't want, no, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Ever since then, every time I see this dude, hey, no. So after the fact, let me tell y'all the after effect. I paid off the ticket and everything probably like within the next month or something like that, because I was working like part time or whatever. I think I was working at McDonald's and Target at that point, but I don't know, I was working part-time for both, so I was like barely even there. So fast forward, come to find out, the dude that I was with, his cousin, friend, whatever, he kept saying cousin, but I'm like, y'all niggas ain't related. Niggas always saying cousin, brother, blah 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 blah. Y'all ain't related. So come to find out, his cousin had just got out of jail that day. Okay. Whatever. To each his own. I don't care what you did. I don't know what you did. I ain't trying to find out. It's probably best that I don't know. But this dude just got out of jail, and the white girl we went to go pick up, her people didn't even know she was gone. So we picked up this girl and dropped her off in another town. I don't even know how she got home. I hope I'm like 90% sure she made it home. But at that point, it's not my problem, because she wasn't my company. I don't know. It's probably bad for me to say, but. And then my dude, he was, it was just terrible. It was just terrible. So, in summary, I got a speeding ticket because I was trying to speed home, because I was super angry that I allowed myself to be in this situation where I wasn't in control at all. I'm the one behind the wheel. This is my car, but I was not in control at all. And ever since then, like ever since that day, me doing favors is at an all-time low. At an all-time low. Because A, I got a ticket. B, I got put in an awkward situation that I did not want to be in. C, this whole situation wasn't even beneficial for me at all. And D, I just felt like a big idiot when everything was over, said and done, because the only thing I really got out of, like, I didn't even get to know him that much more afterwards. Like, granted, I knew of him and we knew like basic things about each other. I knew basic things about him, but that was supposed to be like kick it time for me and him, and I spent that time doing him favors. And ever since that day, I just been in another mentality as far as like doing favors, as far as like responding to dudes in my DM, because I'm like, what do you want? You want me to take you somewhere? No. Do you want me to give you some money? No. Do you want me to do something for you? You want me to pick somebody up, drop them off, take shots, get a ticket? What? So yeah, the white girl was a minor in a car full of adults, and the dude just got out of jail, and my dude was a drunken mess. We got pulled over. Ooh, that would have been bad. That would have been, if that officer was asking me the right questions, it probably would have been bad. It would have been a bad situation for somebody I didn't even know like that. I couldn't even tell you the type of disappointment I had at that situation, because I was like, how did I allow myself to get this deep in a situation where I'm uncomfortable and I'm the one being used and I'm the one that don't know what's going on. So basically, speeding was my fault, I guess. But to this day, I blame that ticket on him. I blame that ticket on him. My car insurance went up because of him. And I'm sticking to it. So yeah, that was my crazy story. This story probably took a turn. You probably didn't expect it to be this way, but thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you. Please follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Again, I'll put my usernames in the description box for you to go ahead and follow me. And thank you for your continuous support. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other stories you want me to talk about. For my next video, I'm gonna do like a top 10 conspiracy theories. I'm gonna do that. So stay tuned. Till next time. And thank you guys so much for your continuous support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 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 All right. Thank you guys so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. I don't know how to end the video, honestly. So I'll see you guys next time.